Welcome to the presentation of the Bootcamp Guard, or the Risk Guard it's called nowadays, but it was intended for bootcamp traders in the challenge. Because in the bootcamp you can't risk more than 2% on one single order, and you must set a stop loss within 3 minutes from market order activation. And that's exactly what this EA do. And then you can use your imagination to use it for many other things, of course, but it's intended for bootcamp traders. So what you see there, you see it says stop loss cap 2%, meaning any order that you place, it will set a stop loss of 2%. And it says violations 5. The violations only work when you don't have this in active mode. You can turn off the automatic stop loss setting if you just want the information when you should be setting a stop loss and so on. We will take a look at how this works. And a stop loss timer. It starts at 3 minutes, countdown. When there is 1 minute left, it will turn red, warn you, tell you to set the stop loss. And if you still do not set the stop loss, 10 seconds before the 3 minutes has expired, it will automatically place a stop loss. So you follow the rules in the bootcamp challenge. It says ready. So what we're going to do, and also here you have a button called all. We can change the background color down for a better view. All or chart, meaning you can tell it to do this on all charts. So if you trade on 3-4 different charts and forget to set stop loss, it will do that for you on 2%. If you select all, then the entire account, the entire all charts that you are trading on will be protected. But if you only want it on this Bitcoin chart like this chart, it will only care about what's happening on this chart. Reset is if you change any settings and it doesn't apply correctly here, you can click reset and we will reread the settings. And then you have this close button. You also had that one in the other EA. This is a panic button. If you have orders open and you just want to close down everything, you can do that. It's an extra feature that I added to almost all EAs that we have created so far. So it says on here. So and this one as well, you can collapse it like this. So let us try add a Bitcoin. We take a sell, for example, like this. Now one order is open and it shows managing stop loss for one order. The timer has started here. And I'm going to pause and come back when we come down to 1 minute. Okay, so we have 5 seconds left. Take a look at the dashboard now. What happens? Now it turns red. It says warning, right? Then you know you should do something. You should put a stop loss. And if you have this EA at active mode, it will do that automatically. If you don't set the stop loss and it passes this time, you will get a violation at the violation count up there. Same as will happen on your bootcamp account. But smart traders use it active because then they make sure that every time they trade, they have a stop loss set and you're using the right risk. 2% max. So you do actually two things. And the good thing with this is that it's actually made from the beginning as a reversed risk manager. Now it says ready. See how it implemented the stop loss here, and then that one is massively away because we're only trading 0.01 and it allows 2% of 10,000 to be used as stop loss, right? So of course when you increase your lot size it will be less and so on. But that's what they do. It makes sure that you set 2% stop loss. You don't have to calculate that. It do that on automation. And it also makes sure that you set it within 3 minutes for you. And of course, the stop loss cap 2% can be very hard to sit and calculate manually. We have seen that many times. But it do all the things for you that you need. The 2 rules in the bootcamp that you need to pay attention to during phase 1, 2, and 3 in the evaluation. And like I said, it can cover many charts if you want to, when you have the buttons on all. If you don't just want this chart, you use the chart button. And let's say we do like this, any orders here, and catching it. We have 4, says there, missing stop loss on 4 orders, and it's keeping track on all of that. If we just update the time when the first one expires, and you can click as many orders as you like. It's doing the same thing for every order, so it can handle loads of orders. And make sure that you only set 2% risk, and that the stop loss will be applied to your account. So you can't break any rules, you can't get any violations unless you turn off the EA or turn off the function for it to set automatic stop losses. You can do that, and then it becomes an info. You can take a look what features we have here. Again, you can decide if you want to have this on from the beginning or not. It's just a function there. You can change the timing, how many minutes before it should count down. If you're not using it for Bootcamp, you can lower this one, of course, to like 20 seconds, and this to even less than when it will set the stop loss, and when it should turn red, and so on. So you can take down these, because if you are a normal trader, you probably don't want to wait 3 minutes to set the stop loss. You may want to set it ASAP, but at 2% or 1.5%, then you can do that. Like I said, only the imagination decide what you want to do with this one. It's a reversed risk manager. Trader can set their entry and their take profit as they like. Doesn't really matter. And then the EA will control the risk for them through their automatic stop loss. If false, warn only can cause violations. So this one, if you set this one to false like this, then it won't do anything for you. It will just inform you. It will count down, but it will inform you when you should be setting stop loss. And if you don't do that, you will get violation count. And the best part is that if you are in a bootcamp program and it's a set of stop loss here, and you say, well, I'm going to trade without it anyway, right? I'm going to show you what happens shortly here. In count violation, no stop loss at deadline. Yeah, that should always be a true. Use equity for risk. If you don't use this one as true, it's to false. I would use the balance instead, right? And then we have failed stop loss handling. It will try 6 times to see now how we put in all the stop losses, and it also show you the last ticket here. You have that in the journal anyway, so you can check it there if you want to see which order was the last stop loss. Okay, so 6 times we will try to set the stop loss, right? And if it doesn't succeed, set the stop loss, it will remove the order, because it will never allow orders to continue without the stop loss, right? Because that's not allowed in the bootcamp. And then you can change all the settings and stuff like that. Again, the timer here, if you don't want it in real time, but on this one you absolutely want that for sure. You don't want to delay it. So this. Okay, so let's say now that okay, I'm trading the bootcamp, but I decided no, I'm not going to have a stop loss on my account because, for some reason you must have, but for some reason, say I'm going to remove this stop loss. It replaces back immediately. You can try it. So it's 100% safe to use for the bootcamp program, because if you try to reach a violation for some reason, you can't. As long as the EA is on and you let it handle the stop loss, the risk, it will do it for you. Thank you.